Welcome back to round 4, heat number 4. Just getting started with Julian Wilson taking on Sebastian Zietz and Kai Otton with a shot to move straight into the quarterfinals. As we see Kai Otton getting dropped off out the back. We'll see how important of a role of a spoiler in the title race he'll end up playing as he took out Wilco to get this far. And he caught this wave during the break.
Yeah, beautiful opening maneuver there from Kai Otton. Jams it up through the lip again. That board is looking beautiful under his feet. As you said, upset the world title race for Matty Wilco, but he's not done yet. He's still got 2 events to go, so Matty Wilco's got to keep his head in the game, Joe.
Kai up and out. Already kicking off this matchup in a really big way. 7-point ride. Julian Wilson, a 1.0 real quick. And now Zietz looking to get started. He'll end up getting hung up off the top, so misses that opportunity quickly.
Yeah, it's that's the thing with surfing that makes it so difficult, right? Is you know, we're dealing with one of the most powerful elements of Mother Nature, the ocean.
Here comes Kai Otton with a beautiful line on a running left, and he comes flying out and wraps it. There's his version of a combo. Get completely shacked, throw down a carve and cut back, and then just snap the inside corner. He's fired up in a big way. He's had a tough season for results this year. I asked him about how hard it was surfing against a friend of his, Wilco, and he said, I got a job to do myself.
Yeah.
It was really cool to hear Kai's intensity for his own personal gain in this contest.
You're right, and to be honest with you, there's no freebies in the sport. Let's have a look at Kai Otton's wave here as he drives down the line. Now he starts to slow down, hits the gas. Does he come out? Of course he does, and then straight into this beautiful carving maneuver right there. This man's thinking of retiring. You know, what's up with that? I mean, look at that. That's world-class surfing right there from Kai Otton. He's already got a 7.0 in his scoreline. Perfect positioning, and as you said, Joe, one of the best tube riders on the planet. Loves cloud break, loves pipeline, loves the heavy waves. Super Tubos, an event that he's won, so a good result here. I mean, this is a quarterfinal if he wins this, right? Then he goes to his pet event, gets another good result there. He's back on tour.
That wave itself might just be changing his plans for next season.
Yeah.
It comes in at an 8.33, 7.0 start. A huge role for Kai Otton to kick off this heat against Wilson and Sebastian Zietz.
Yeah, French is special for me. Every time that I go in the water, I feel good, I feel confidence, and yeah, every heat I'm a little nervous outside, but when I get in, everything goes away. So I love to be here in France and surfing these kind of waves.
So true. As we watch this one, Wilson with a big wind up to go big. Wants a full rotation, ends up going down in the flats.
Ouch.
When he was interviewed in the last round, he was hoping all his competitors would push it. Well, Kai already has, so he went for broke here.
Yeah, he did. Well, he's needing a big score. Combo. Let's have a look. Let's see what happened. Perfect technique. You see that front foot? Just a little bit too far to the left-hand side of the board, and it slips off,
So now he's got some room to move. When you start thinking about the airs we've seen today and the big numbers and 10s from Toledo, you're waiting to see what Wilson's sort of thinking in his game plan of what he might throw down. Kai's up, still has a solid lead. Throws a clean looking hook off the lip. Wraps it out front, tees off the lip again. This one's just cornering through a beautiful glassy left. Kai is just enjoying perfection.
it's just going to better his score. 7.0, second highest scoring wave. Gonski. He's taking his time, and hence those maneuvers are looking nice and clean and sharp. Let's have a look right here. Beautiful slashing maneuver. Double pump off the bottom, just great technique, great timing. Putting the board where it needs to be, and right there, just loose as a goose. He's starting to feel it. That's another good wave for Kai Otton. So it's been all about Kai.
Maxing it out from sunrise to sunset, so we'll enjoy the remaining 11 minutes. The last of the day on the WSL post show to watch through an amazing highlight reel of what went down today, Potts.
Oh my goodness.
Now getting caught up in this heat. Super deep is Wilson. Once again, Kai down the line. That time he gets hung up and falls out of the sky. Kai got a 7-1-7 2 waves ago, so he's got a throwaway.
So, you know, that's the thing. I mean, here goes Sebastian now.
Seabass throws it up vertically now. He's been very selective in this heat. Just good for one move. 9:30 remaining. Next wave going to Kai Otton, the heat leader. Drives down the line, throws a reverse attempt, ends up out the back. And Kai looking to match his personal best result here at the Quiksilver Pro.
I think more of them should say they're going to quit. See how that goes for him.
Freddie Pataccia Jr. on his send-off
Right.
heat at 10. Dropped
10?
the mic. He was out.
That's so classic. Here we go.
Zietz winding up. He'll get stuffed on the ramp, and he's down.
5.50 on Sebastian's wave before.
And it seemed like back then, when someone would do something new, there'd be a video clip to highlight it. There'd be like a little naming ceremony on calling it. Nowadays, there's so many variations happening, and we're almost numb to it. We see it on Instagram so quickly. Winding up for a full rotation is Wilson, but he's out the back. I've seen Julian's clips. He's been going to Bali a lot, little strike missions.
High score, well, not much over a 1 point, so pretty tricky here this afternoon.
As we hit the 2-minute mark, our heat leader once again just flying down the line on a running left, punches it in the pocket, and he will just play with the backwash as it explodes on him.
Yeah.
He knows he's really comfy in the lead. So a lot of former CT legends on hand watching this heat go down. Julian winding up, and he's stuck to a game plan. He wanted to do a gigantic error, and he had some attempts, and really just ended up running out of time here, Potts.
Find that proper ramp. Julian Wilson definitely not giving up.
Pulling in on this next closeout. Sebastian Zietz will punch free of the roof and go over the falls. He ended up just getting a 5-5, but it was on one turn. It's been explosive. Kai's last quarter final. Go back to 2015 at the Billabong Pro Tahiti. Obviously now having 2 babies in his family. So he's been back and forth, sometimes traveling with his wonderful family. But he's going to be celebrating this one with them later as we close this one out. Kai back to the quarterfinals and total domination of that round 4 matchup.
And what a heat to dominate too. Julian Wilson, who's been in great form, as is Sebastian Zietz. So that's going to give Kai Otton a lot of confidence moving forward.